Hey guys, sorry for being a few minutes late. I thought it'd be more late, but it seems I wrapped things up that I was working on. So, anyway, let's tell everybody good morning. Good morning. Whoops, try it again. Good morning. There we go. Okay. Oh, man. A lot's going on, guys. So much going on the show. I think I'm doing uh, hey, Wayne, what's going on? I think I'm doing like 7 videos a week, different videos. It's if I'm not filming, I'm editing. I'm probably less. Hey guys, good morning, everybody. Um, I'm probably less active physically to do things, obviously, because of partial disability, and yet I feel like I'm busier than I've ever been. I'm filming. I run 4 channels, all my social media, all my marketing, all my editing. It's crazy. Oh, it's evening. I'm sorry. Well, good morning here. So anyway, things are going pretty good. We're getting close to baby time right now. That's kind of what we're looking forward to. Did you guys realize? I don't know if you're into football, but did you realize literally it's the 19th of July? July 31st is the first pregame of the season. Are you kidding? It used to be August. I didn't remember it ever falling in July. But anyway, um, that should be interesting. Kind of looking forward to it. I've always liked football. I didn't like the politics, but I ignore the politics. Uh, I'm pushing, by the way, I'm always a Dallas Cowboy fan, but I'm pushing Raiders this year. Uh, I really think Carroll, they got Geno at quarterback. They got Tom Brady partially owning it for the first year. I think there's going to be some big things. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I put a few. I think I put $40 down on the Raiders the whole way, and that bet pays. It's such a long shot. I always bet on a long shot. I always figure who's made the best changes, and then I'll put a couple bucks on that, and I'll sit on it all year. I did that with the California Angels in 2002. I think it was a $20 bet. I won 2 grand. It was great. This one will pay $7,500 on $40 bet if they go all the way. It would be a miracle, but you know what? I've seen some strange things. So, oh, what's the name? The baby name will be announced by Jack Jr. probably on Instagram. He'll announce it, and then I'll let you know. But the day the baby's born is the day he will introduce him. Um, you'll realize it's Jack Jr.'s baby when you hear the name. So that's a hint. That's about it. But you guys will never guess the name in a million years. I probably never would have named any of my children that, but it's what Jack Jr. and Brianna wanted. They went with it. So be it. They made it. Take it all the way. All the way. So anyway, I'm not sure if you guys hey, good hey James, what's up? Hey Stu. Hey Ivan, what's going on? I'm just trying to glance real quick. Good morning, Jack. I've been watching you since I was 8. I'm 19 now. Oh my goodness. So I've been around for 18 years. But what an honor to say good morning to you. You literally that you've been watching that long. Please. I've had my ups and downs on this show, haven't I? Over the years, there have been good points, there have been bad points. Uh, I've done stupid things. I've said stupid things, and it's just who I am. I mean, at least you know I'm a real person. I'm not like some hotshot celebrity. I'm regular Joe. So, thank you for watching all these years. It's been fun. Uh, I miss my friends. I have a lot of viewers still in California. I have a lot of viewers here in Tennessee. I miss my friends in California. I really do. I miss the food choices in California. Tennessee's been good to me while I've been here. So I'm not hitting in Tennessee, but there is not one food item I could not get in California. I don't care what it is. I could find it. I could find a restaurant that made it. Egyptian, Ethiopian, what is it? El Salvador, uh, Mexican, obviously. Everybody's got Mexican. But there was Syria, some of the Middle Eastern they're all different, by the way. Egypt is different from Ethiopia, is different from Syria, is different from Iraq. The food is very, I can't complain about the flavors. They love their spices. So that's what Moroccan, yep. Yeah, Morocco, I've had that. It's all good. I like pupusas. I think that's El Salvador. Pupusas, okay, are like it. The only way I can explain it is like a stuffed pancake. It's like two pancakes put together. In between is cheese and meat, but it's probably one pancake. But it tastes. I mean, it's got the texture of a pancake filled with meat and cheese. I love that. Okay, good luck to the boys. Would be cool to see them win Super Bowl again. Yes, Raiders. What they won in Tampa many years ago. I don't even think I was alive. Maybe I was. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm looking for Gatsby. Hey, Gatsby, if you're in the room, comment because I did make Gatsby a moderator. I want to make sure he's coming up that way. Let's look at the leaderboard. Ivan. Ivan is top of the leaderboard. Then there's Guy, and then Wim. Love that. All right. So anyway, I want to talk about those pizza pockets were flipping amazing. They really were. They were so easy. You guys can do different. You can even do like a peanut butter jelly pizza pocket. You can do uh you can fill it with anything you want. That was what was cool. I use pizza toppings because Jack Jr. grew up on um what was it? Pizza bagels. He loved those freaking things. I hated them. They were awful. They had like a single drop of cheese, single drop of meat on a big clump of carbs. Anyway, but these were very light, flaky, crispy, wonderful. The best pizza pocket I've ever been into. But like I say, you can do ham and cheese, melt that up. You can stuff it with whatever you love. And if you never had a grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you literally should stop watching me right now and go make it. Go make it. It's amazing. I, I was blown away when I tasted it. I've only had it once, but man, it was like a home run. Grilled peanut butter and jelly. What the? Okay, we're gonna be doing something like that. Well, no, we're not. We're doing. I think it's Uncrustables. I can't remember. Anyway, forgive me. Just gonna wipe my nose there. Don't want to be on a live stream and crap falling out of my nose. Let's see. Love Arabic food, yes. Love shawarma, Love. America loves euros, and America still mispronounces euros. They say gyros. And then there's people who argue with you and say, no, it's not euros. I'm like, whatever. So, you know what I'm talking about. Those are good. America loves them. Gyros is the okay. So I said gyros the very, very beginning. When I first learned about them, I got corrected. They're called euros. I started calling them euros. I got corrected. They're called gyros. Oh my gosh. You can make a kid's song out of it. It is euros, right? Okay. A lot of people say gyros, and I know what they're talking about. I don't correct them. I just leave it because I understand already. It's I get it. So anyway, they're really good though. Shawarma is almost identical to euros. I don't get the difference. Do you guys know the difference? I'd have to ask AI. What's the difference between a shawarma and a euro? I love the tzatziki sauce. I think it's called tzatziki. Maybe it's called tzatziki sauce. Anyway, uh, it's very very good. I always get a little. I used to. I don't anymore. But I used to get a little extra on the side. I get the cucumber salad. Guys, if you're not hungry by now, you're dead. Okay. So anyway, hey Ambient, what's up? And Pamplemousse, what's going on? I don't know where Gatsby is. I talked to him on X earlier this morning. He posted on X. So maybe he's all a little wrapped up. But anyway, oh, euros. Yes. Oh, so it's now you're saying it's euros. I don't know, guys. I literally there's five different pronunciations that I've been told. So I have no idea. But I believe you. I I'm not claiming to know the proper way to say it. Shawarma has hummus. I love hummus. There's so many cool hummuses out there. Hummuses, is that a word? Anyway, hummus is ground up garbanzo beans, but it all depends on how you season it. The beans taste like nothing. It's mush. It's like refried beans, but it's how you season it. So if you season it good, you mix it with other ingredients. It can really be delicious. Now now I'm hungry. Okay, let's see. Uh, so anyway, I'm going back next Friday to food prepping. We're literally I bought probably 5 brands of filter straws. We're gonna experiment. I'm gonna drink water with dirt in it. Literally, I'm gonna put dirt in the water and suck it through a filter straw and see which one's the best. Then I'll let you know in case you don't have any on hand, in case you want to buy some. You should always have some. I mean, who knows? You may have to drink toilet water. You never know. By the way, my toilet water is filtered. All the water in the house is filtered. I don't know why, but well, because I filter it right when it comes in and then it gets spread out amongst the house. So I showered with filtered water. I brush my teeth with filtered water. I go to the bathroom on filtered water. So stupid. But that's the way it's designed. So I don't care. Let's see. Okay. Harry, you're trying to trick me now. You're saying it's pronounced gyros. What was your favorite pizza? Oh, okay. Yeah, I should get into the thumbnail because we're getting so close. It's going to be so much fun. So I'll tell you what the plan is. My favorite pizza was probably barbecue chicken pizza. Instead of pizza sauce, you use barbecue sauce. Then you use grilled chicken pieces, and then you put, I think it's red onion, chicken, barbecue sauce, basically. You can throw other things on too. That's fine. But that's the base of barbecue chicken pizza. Uh, that probably was one of my favorites. I wasn't a big pineapple on pizza guy. Tammy loves Hawaiian. Um, but yeah, I'm a meat lover, obviously. Um, so like half meatballs, pepperoni, sausage, ham, bacon. I don't care. If it's got four legs, throw it on there. So I love meat lovers and I love barbecue chicken pizza. Or I used to love. I don't eat pizza anymore, but I will during Pizza Wars. You will see me step off Carnivore to go rate these places. I'm not going to eat a lot. Going to take a taste like I do on the show. That's it. And I'm done. So literally, I unless you guys unless you guys come visit, you're in the area. I'm going to post where I'm filming. You come in, we share pizza together. I'm not just taking one bite. I'll probably have one piece. It's all been thought out. I'm not going to sit there and watch you eat and not have a good time with everybody who comes and visits. That's not cool. I'm not worried about dying. Pizza ain't going to kill me. Uh, this is going to be a fun series because my buddy Jimmy is going to, I think he's going to be in every video. So we got a sponsor. Should be fun. Thank you to All American Water. I think they're our sponsor for the tour. So thank you very much. But yeah, September, the very beginning, and I'll post like the day before. So if you live in the Chicago area and you want to drive to that location, you're more than welcome to join me eating deep dish. And I'll pick up the tab. I'll give you some of mine. So you don't have to buy your own pizza. Just show up and say hi. It'll be a blast. So I'm excited about it. I've wanted to do this. Um, some people said, "Are you going to go to New York?" It all depends after the vote. If they get, if they turn communist, I'm not stepping foot in that state ever again. Okay, I've been there before. Hold on a minute. Sorry about that. Um, I've been there before, but if New York goes off the deep end, I'm done. I won't step foot in that state. We'll just leave it at Chicago and be done with it. But while in Chicago, I am gonna try a Chicago dog, and I am gonna try an Italian beef. In fact, so I learned two things already about Chicago. They may be famous across the nation, around the world, for their deep dish pizza, but real, true Chicago people like tavern pizza. Don't know what tavern pizza is? I'll explain on the show. Gonna do my research. Gonna order tavern at one or two of the places. We'll try it out. We'll see what it's like. But the people from Chicago told me that more people order tavern pizza over deep dish. I didn't know that. And then the other thing is, they said they're more famous, and they want to be known for Italian beefs, like Portillo's. They make Italian beef. It's shredded, tender, delicious, kind of like cheesecake. Not cheesecake, excuse me. Cheesesteak in Philadelphia. Well, it's Italian beef in Chicago. They feel they're better and more famous for that. Those are the two things. We're gonna look at tavern pizza. We're gonna, oh no, three things. Tavern pizza. We're gonna go find a hot dog, and then we're gonna do Italian beef. So there'll be a little more during Pizza Wars than just pizza. So you're gonna be in Chicago. You better try a Chicago dog, right? Let's see. Are Junior and Tammy Junior going to Chicago with you? No. Uh, Tammy's going. I'm going. Jimmy's going. That's about it for right now that I know of. But let's see. Uh, Slovakia on pita is one of my favorites. Oh, I've heard of it. What is Slovakia? Just forgive me for not knowing. Hey guys, if you haven't realized by now, uh, for those of you who are new to the show, I'm not a chef. I'm a home cook. That's it. Not a chef. No, I tell people all the time, please don't call me chef. I don't deserve it. That's an honor for people who went to school, who spent money, who got educated, all that. I'm just that big fat ball guy in the backyard grilling burgers, rolling hot dogs and flipping burgers. So I've missed you lately. Hey Zesty, what's up? Been super busy. Uh my favorite Chicago pizza restaurant is Lou Malnati's. I believe we're going there. I believe that's on the list. Uh, yeah, one bite for me. Ivan says always ends up being the whole package. You guys, it's like taking one chip out of a Doritos bag, right? That never happens. Italian beef is just a sausage and peppers with be. Oh, that's right. There is sausage in it too. It's been so long since I ate at Portillo's. We had a Portillo's in Buena Park, where my hometown was in California. The reason it's the only Portillo's outside of Chicago area. The only reason they opened there is because it's the number one spot in the United States that ordered the most hot dogs from Portillo's. So they're like, hey, they like us in Buena Park. Let's open one right by Knott's Berry Farm. So they did. And they're always packed. Always. Let's see, a box of chocolates is no match for me. Ha! When it cries me. See, I knew I had a problem when my food started talking to me. They're like, Psst, Jack, come over here and try me. I'm like, what the frick? Food's talking to me. That's a problem. Then you know you got to back off. Sicilian pie. Okay, so I grew up eating Sicilian pizza. Sicilian pizza is thick. Sicilian pizza is a rectangle. It's cut in squares. Before Detroit pizza existed, Sicilian pizza was kind of not really a deep dish, but a thick crust, thick everything, and it was cut in big squares. I knew only a few places that made it that way. Now you have Detroit. Even Detroit pizza can be like a thin crust, and they cut it in squares. So let's see, Jack. When you book a hotel, you don't get it for the entire day. Why is that? Check in at 4, but have to leave at 10. Oh my gosh. Charles, you're totally right. Why is it you don't get the room for 24 hours? So you check in 3 or 4 o'clock, you got to be out by 10 or 11. 1, 2, 3. That's 4 hours you don't get the room that you should. That's a good point. Never thought of that. Great. Like I need one more thing in my life to be upset about. That's why my blood pressure's up. Uh, so yeah. Uh, let's see. Hey, good morning, Rob. What's going on? So, so yeah. So it should be fun. Uh, let's see. Let's see. It's pronounced Portillo's. It's pronounced Portillo's. That's what I said. Jack, when oh, I got that already. Let's see what else here. Jack, don't be upset. It's not good for your condition. Yeah, I know, but you know what? It's always fun when I get upset. So, by the way, lots of times I'll be upset, but I'm really not that upset. I just overemphasize. It's the Italian in me. Let's see, RG. Oh, wait, I already answered that. Trying to catch up on some of the other ones. And, they did you dirty, Charles. I'd have. Yeah, I don't get that either. So literally, you're in the hotel room from 4, right? Because they did all the cleaning, and you can check in at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. That's crazy. You don't get the whole day. I never thought of that. How stupid of me. Let's see here. Uh, yeah, performative anger is exactly right. But hope you also have some good Spanish wine. Okay, so Tammy and I, we weren't married yet. We were kind of dating. We went we went to Cancun together on the bowling league. The whole bowling league went, and they had they had Spanish wine in those big, like a big glass jug with the little glass spout. That's how they poured it, and they would literally lay you back. Cancun was so great. If you won a drinking contest, the prize was more alcohol. It was all about drinking in Cancun. So they would lay you back, put a towel over your chest, put your head back, and start pouring sweet red wine in your mouth. And it wouldn't stop until you told them. So, like, you'd be like, "Gug, gug, 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 gug." I think I drank the whole jug. I drank when I was at the whole jug. So, anyway, so it hit me pretty hard, right? So, I'm kind of walking down the street, and I don't know, I have kissed Tammy before, but I looked at her and I said, "Honey," I said, "give me a kiss." And I was like 3 sheets to the wind. Like, "Honey, give me a kiss." She gave me a little, like, "What the frick is that?" I go, "Sweetie," I was so full on wine. I drank so much wine, I couldn't eat my burger. I had it in a box, my whole meal. I couldn't eat any of it. That's how full I was. But I was carrying my burger and I looked at her and I said, "What kind of a kiss is that?" I didn't even get any tongue. That's what I said. As soon as I said that, I went straight into a light pole. I literally looked forward and bam, burger all over me. I cut myself. I walked straight into a pole like a big idiot. Now these are the days when I used to drink. I don't drink anymore. But I remember that like it was yesterday. That was before we're married, we're still dating. And the pole vibrated for like an hour. Like wah, 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 wah. She laughed so hard. She laughed so hard she almost dropped her leftovers. I was wearing my dinner. I was and you know what upset me the most? I smashed my burger. Not that I hit the pole. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, my burger." Dude, talk about food problems. You just walk face first into a pole and you're worried about your flipping burger. Anyway, I remember that story like it was yesterday. So embarrassed. Oh, what I didn't tell you was the whole bowling league was walking with us. It wasn't just me and Tammy. The whole league saw me walk into a bowl. It was so embarrassing. Anyway, there was so many Cancun stories. I can't even begin to tell you. Uh, oh, and don't rap Hammer Time when you're drunk. Don't do it. Somehow the words escape you and these other words pop in and they don't rhyme. And you look like a big dork rapping Hammer Time. It's Hammer Time. And, and you knew the words. You were a current DJ. You played that in clubs all the time. But God willing, you get one word right. I messed up every word in the song. So currently in Barcelona, Spain, Rob, about to head out for dinner. I think I'm having seafood paella this year. Oh, paella. Love paella. Uh, and I'm not a rice guy, but paella, if they make it just right, you're having authentic. You're in Spain right now. All right. That's right. Rob is with his lovely wife. Tell her I said hi, give her a big hug. And he is eating paella in the one place in the world that can master paella. Let's see. Hope you also have some good Spanish wine. Oh, yeah. That's what brought up the Spanish wine story. Okay. Usually you check in the morning. Okay. Um, no, I've never been able to check in the morning. Never. It's between 2 and 4, depending on the place. I've gone in like, okay, so I'm going to give you some tricks. Let's say you show up early. Let's say your room's not ready for another hour. Okay. You tell them, okay, this is gaming the system. Tell them, hold on, before I lie, I'm going to wipe my nose. Hopefully it won't grow. Okay. You tell them that I have medicine that has to be put immediately into a refrigerator. So I need to get my room right away. And they'll give you like the first available. Unless you got to get a handicap room or, you got to get a split room or something special. But otherwise, tell them it's important that I get my medicine in the fridge. I think insulin. Don't you refrigerate insulin? I don't know. I don't shoot insulin. But tell them I have medicine that I need that needs to be refrigerated. It's been in our cooler, but I need to get it in the fridge. So the quicker you can get me my room, the less likely I'll drop dead in your lobby. And you'll be surprised how quick your room pops up. They're done. Made the bed, they're done. Vacuum, they're done. But that's in a pinch. That's, let's say, I don't know. Let's say I don't do that anymore. I did as a kid when I was a lot younger. Uh, but it works. I like if I go to, let's say, Disney resorts at Disney World, I may try that. I may say that just to kind of nudge housekeeping because they're on their phone in the middle of the room smoking a cigarette. I mean, they're literally probably. I don't know what the schedule is, but usually you can't. Like our timeshares, 4 o'clock is usually standard. 3 or 4. Can't get in before that. I just lost my mom. How to deal with the pain? Oh, Wim, I am so sorry to hear that. Let me tell you. Let me tell you exactly what happened when I lost my mom. Just real quick, and then we'll get back to the food talk. Um, the day I lost my mom, I went through a box of tissues. I cried all day. I Once the box was empty, I don't know, something switched. Something switched. I wasn't crying anymore. I wasn't upset enough to be crying physically. I was exhausted because I've been crying all day. So when I lost my mom, it hurt. There were so many times I'd walk to the phone because back then we had a landline still. So I'd walk to the phone and call her and tell her stuff. I always told my mom stuff. Hey, mom, guess what happened today? Well, she wasn't around anymore. So that would hurt. But I can promise you this, Wim, it will always it will always be uncomfortable to talk or think about your mom, but the pain gets less and less further apart. You'll have a moment, it'll hit you. I don't know where you'll be, but you'll miss her. It'll hit you, but then like you'll go a whole month or two and it won't hit you again till 2 months later. But they get further and further apart. At a certain point, it no longer hurts, but you talk about her with enjoyment. You reminisce all the great things she taught you, that kind of stuff. That's all I can tell you. I don't know how it was for everybody else. That's how it was for me. So I am so sorry. Um, we everybody in the chat room gives you a big hug, buddy. That's a bummer, but you know what? We're gonna be with you all along the way. As long as I'm alive, I'm gonna be your friend. So if you need anything, reach out privately. We can chat. But I promise you, it gets more tolerable. I wouldn't say it gets better. I'd say it gets more tolerable. Okay. So anyway, hold on a minute. Sorry about that. Okay. So let's see. Best wishes to you, Wim. Giving you strain. Yep. There you go, buddy. Let's see. Tip housekeeping every. Doesn't housekeeping get a salary? Yeah. Nobody tipped me for selling them a pair of shoes. Nobody tipped me for answering the phone in Hollywood. Nobody tipped me for all the work I did, but I got a paycheck. Yeah, it's called work, getting paid for your work. If you need a tip, then you better go to your boss and ask for more money because not everybody deserves a tip. Not everybody's going to get a tip. Okay. Housekeeping is doing their job. You get paid to vacuum, you get paid to empty waste paper baskets. Listen, I always treat them with respect. I always thank them very much. But usually you're nowhere near them when they're preparing your room. Okay. So I never in my life have I ever tipped housekeeping. First of all, I was never around when they were around. And second of all, if I saw housekeeping, they were doing somebody else's room, not mine. So I'm just saying, let's see. Uh check your take on scamming housekeeping and lying at the front desk to get in your room early is ridiculous. No, it's honest. I don't do it anymore. I did it when I was younger, but it worked. And I'm just telling you the truth. But if you want, I can stream 2 hours of lying. I can tell you that the Epstein files are on my desk. What do you want me to lie about then? If you don't want me to tell you true stories, then maybe I should stop streaming. So, uh, and you should tip housekeeping. Hey, more power to you. You want to tip housekeeping? Go right ahead. You want to take them to them with you? Go right ahead. Do whatever you want. It's your life. By the way, if you leave a fiver on your pillow for housekeeping, they're probably not going to touch it because, first of all, they'll get in trouble. They could. So if you're going to tip housekeeping, you literally walk up to them and you hand it to them. Like, for example, if I'm leaving a tip that's huge, that's above and beyond, I'm leaving like above $20, okay? I don't just leave it on the table. I bring it to the waitress and I hand it to her. Uh, I am not enough members. Jack was a busboy, Tammy was the waitress. Enough stories have come back to me to always hand the tip to the server. You know, If it's something like a dollar or two or a small amount, I'll leave it on the table. But I promise you, I'll leave it in an area that everybody can see it because I want the right person to touch it. I want the right person to get it. And if it's really big or really thank you, you were awesome, I will walk it to them. I'll find them. I'll wait. I'll ask the manager for the waitress or the server, man or woman. But anyway, um, okay, Lebanon, let me give you a piece of advice. Don't ever tell me what I do is not Christ like. Don't ever tell me. I literally, you can ask Jimmy. It is the lowest thing you can say to a Christian. Oh, that's not Christian like. 9 times out of 10, they're not even a believer in God, but they're judging you, which don't even get me started about judgment. Okay. But it's one of the worst things you can say to a Christian. Boy, that wasn't really godlike. What? Why the frick do you think I need forgiveness? Why the frick do you think I go to church and ask for forgiveness? Because I'm not perfect. Stop thinking Christians got to be perfect. No, no. A Christian believes in Christ. That's all. Not to get religious on this channel, but I'm telling you, to judge me is completely anti Christian. It really is. There's a lot of people that say a lot of things to me. They hope I die on my next stroke. They call me a big fat bald idiot. They said my food kills them. Uh, I've read it all. None of them bother me. But the people who say, oh, well, that's not very godlike. I never said I was God. I never said I would act like Christ. I'd try. I'd apologize if I was wrong. Once again, you probably don't want to bring that up again. Okay. Do not judge. Okay. I don't judge you guys, but I'm just telling you, I don't want you to lie. What are you talking about, Epstein? That was a joke. Uh, so anyway, but let's see here. Who's Jimmy? Oh, Jimmy, I think he's still in the room. James Smith, you'll see him in here as a moderator. Um, Jimmy joins me. You'll meet him tonight at 5 o'clock for F as in Frank when I do the F as in Frank live streaming. I stream on X, I stream on YouTube, Rumble, locals.com, Facebook. But Jimmy is like my partner on the show. Okay, we talk about trending topics. This way you guys have a place to talk about Epstein or Trump or Biden or whoever. That's fine. You can talk about anything. You can talk about technology, talk about AI, you can talk about anything. We try to stay family food fun on this channel until you judge me. But otherwise, we go back to pizza and we start talking. Grilled pizza is the way to go. Okay, let me tell you guys, I bought a crappy. I just bought an $8 frozen pizza, and I did a video on this. It's on the channel, and I smoked it. I didn't put it in the oven. I didn't heat it up in the oven. I heated it up in the smoker. It was the best freaking pizza. It was mind-blowingly good. It was so good, you would have swore it came out of a brick oven pizza place, and you just walked out of the restaurant with it. That's how good they come out. A cheap, crappy Sam's Club, Walmart, I don't care, Kroger's frozen pizza. Don't cook in the oven. If you have a smoker, fire it up, throw it on there, and heat it up on the smoker, and it'll be mind blowing. You'll write me back. You'll go, that was the best. That was crazy. So that was a surprise. I was very shocked. Give it a try. If you have that, set it up, make it happen. You will never, you'll never order pizza out again. You'll buy the cheap crap, and it'll taste better than like Domino's. I'm not lying. I'm serious. It was that good. Let's see. I don't know if Jimmy's in the room still. Haven't thought about that part. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Tom, you're right. Jack, what's your opinion? Should you tip on takeout? No, I don't. To go orders, if I have to drive to the restaurant, I gotta walk in, I gotta pick it up off the counter. The rule is this, okay? If you have to pick up your food from a counter, you don't tip. If they have to serve you, fill your water, bring your food to you, then you definitely should tip. That's my belief. If I'm sit down and you're serving me, I tip. I don't tip at Chick-fil-A if I go to the counter and grab my food. I don't tip. I've never tipped at Burger King if we walk up there and grab our food. Order 118 in and out. I've never tipped it in and out. So if they're serving me, I tip my server. That's it. I don't tip. I don't eat at restaurants where part of the bill, 3% goes to the chef. Yeah, there's a tax. There's a chef tax. There are restaurants that do that. 3% on every bill. I'm like, when did we start dishing out money to everybody? I got to pay for this expensive food as it is. I mean, you're lucky I'm tipping the server, but it's what I do. Okay. Now, how about the guy that cleaned the toilet because I just took a crap? How about that? Do I got to tip him too? All right. Toilet's full. There's your tip. Uh, don't run across freeways. That's the only tip he's getting. Okay. But servers always. I've been thinking about how much. Yeah, I listen. It's like, do I tip? Like, I don't use DoorDash. I think it's insane that you guys, unless you're at a job that you can't get out and get food and you have to have it brought to you, totally get it. That's what DoorDash is for. But DoorDash is making so much money as a company because you guys spend more money on delivery. I literally rode with Uber Eats. My buddy was doing Uber Eats. Somebody ordered a Coke from McDonald's. Delivery was like $10. It was a Coke. That was it. I'm like, "Are you serious?" And it wasn't like the job site. Like nurses, they can't leave the hospital. They're taking care of people. I get that. There's a time and a place for food delivery service. 90% is just burnt. You guys complain, "Oh, we're not getting inflation and our wages aren't high enough and blah blah blah." But you don't think twice about paying for food delivery. So I tip those guys. If I mentally in my head, I would tip them. I don't use them. But if I did, yeah, totally. I would totally, because once again, they're bringing me the food, they're doing a service. You tip them for that. Okay. If I pick up a burger at the counter in a bag, and half the time it's always made wrong or something's missing. But if I grab it, uh, you made that burger, that's your job. That's what you get paid for. You don't get paid to walk into my table. I mean, servers, honestly, if you break it down, they do get paid. But that's the part you get tipped for is your service. I don't give my server $20 because the burger tasted good. I give her $20 because my coffee cup never ran down to bottom. Never. So, once again, you can talk about tips and all that. You do whatever you want, but that's my thoughts. Let's see. Uh, hey, Cactus, what's going on? Yeah, the tip out. Yeah, I'm very concerned about New York City. I don't plan on going there. Um, I have very few family members there. I have a lot of friends and a lot of friends of the show. A lot. I love New Yorkers. I love people from New Jersey. I love people from Philadelphia. The East Coast people are a totally different breed, and I love them. It's like I'll walk into a room and somebody's talking, they got a New York accent. I bonded them immediately. It's an automatic thing. But anyway, I worry about them. This, what's happening right now, could take them over the top. Could just be done, destroy. I mean, nobody ever go to New York. Think about it. All those businesses will not get any money. Okay, the the belief system to get rid of jails and get rid of police and get rid of that's going to go over real well. How well did the immigrants being bused to you guys go? They didn't go well. So, and there's a lot of restaurants in New York that need the traffic to survive. So, I hope it goes right. I hope everything stays the way it is. And I hope there's some great mom and pop places, great food in New York. New York's just like California. There isn't there isn't a dish you can't get in New York. You got to look a little harder than California. California, like every corner, pizza. I don't care what it was. Strip mall, pizza. There's pizza in there somewhere. But then there's a pho place. There's a sushi place. There's a. It's crazy. Let's see. In Europe, you don't pay taxes. Only on free will. What do you mean only on free will? So when do people really pay taxes freely and go here? I feel like I should pay your tax. Is that what you mean? I don't think I'd ever do that. What about VAT? I don't know what VAT is. Hold on a minute. Anyway, but you guys are so cool because not only do you throw a question at me, you talk to each other. I love that. I haven't been following what's going on in New York. Isn't it just free public buses? Yeah, the thing that's going on in New York is a Muslim is running for mayor in New York City, and he literally is communist, and he promotes communism, and he's talked about getting rid of jails. There'll be no more jails. There'll be no more police. I mean, he's talking some crazy talk. He believes it's. Trust me, you don't want to know what he believes, but he's going to tell you if he gets voted in, they're screwed. People will run. Uh, Remember the movie Escape from New York? Yeah, that's coming to life. Uh, let's see. Ralph. Last time I ordered Burger King, there was an item missing. See, that's that's the fine line between AI and humans. AI will make sure your order is always perfect. Okay, but then it could poison your burger and you wouldn't know it. I mean, literally, don't even get me started on AI warnings. I will discuss that with Jimmy tonight. The warning signs we're seeing regarding AI. That's tonight on Episode Rank. But today we're gonna stick with the food topic. Let's see. Serious question: why haven't prices at the grocery store come down yet. Um, uh, I know eggs are down. I know milk's down. I'm I'm not sure what you're talking about. Donuts, wouldn't know because I don't buy donuts. Uh, Bag of chips, wouldn't know. Start start. You know, my brother Charles says you should be shopping on the outside, other than the bakery, the perimeter of the store, the meat, the dairy, the produce. You know, if you're eating all types of food, of course. If you're carnivore, you're just going to shop the meat. But the healthy stuff is on the outside, but you got to walk through to get to the other side. The number one thing bought at a store is meat. Okay. You ever notice meat's always in the back of the store? I don't think I've ever been in a store where the butcher's up front. No, you got to walk past the cookies, the crackers, the chip, whatever to get to the meat. You got to walk past the bad stuff. I'm just saying. But anyway, I haven't seen, I've seen prices come down. I've seen egg prices come down on the farms, in the supermarkets. Um, oh, and by the way, we discovered, wait, if you could meet President Trump. Uh, hey, Tom, save that question for Ephes and Frank tonight, and we'll talk about that, okay? If you can join us. Okay, so um, anyway, uh, I was gonna say something. I just lost it. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, the prices locally, like from the farmers, egg prices have dropped. Okay, meat prices have dropped. So I'm not really sure what you're looking. What items are you talking about that haven't come down? Do you know there are websites that will show you the median price of an item? You can put in band-aids. It'll show you how the prices fluctuated, and you can pretty much guess, okay, well, let's see. School started, band-aids went up. School, school let out, band-aids went down. I don't know. But you can look at the analytics. But there are websites that will show you that. You can do it with meat, milk, egg, everything. I don't know. I'm sure you can ask AI to chart you the medium price. Okay. So anyway, uh let's see here. And yeah, it's cool. Yeah, no, we try not to talk politics on Saturday morning. We try and talk about family, food, and fun. But once again, let's see, regarding food, um, I had I had a question. What's the next holiday? August is, by the way, for me, the worst month of the year. I hate August. Now that my grandson's going to be born in August, has taken the greatest, I mean, the worst month of the year and made it the greatest. So now I have, hey, happy face, what's going on? Now I have issues with August because glory to that sweet child. Yep, only a few more weeks and everything's looking good. Blood work's good. The weight of the baby, I think, is around 4 pounds right now. I don't know how they can weigh that. They guesstimate, they measure and guess his weight, but everything's turning out good. Um, so, and by the way, once again, you want to talk about the baby, F as in Frank, we can talk about anything you want, because that's what F as in Frank is. It's current events, hot topics, it's everything. So anyway, uh, what's let's see. You felt judged, Lebanon, by you writing "I'm not Christ-like." How did you feel judged? How how did you feel judged? I mean, you had every right to write anything, and you chose that. Okay, so you chose that. I have every right to speak on that. You opened the door, not me. So anyway, if you have a problem with that, feel free to not watch anymore. I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna. My whole world won't crumble. You'll be missed because we've had some good times. So Lebanon's been part of this for obviously a while because Lebanon's a mod. So anyway, how is the carnivore diet going? Are you trying new things? Okay, so I'm walking more. I used to not be able to walk at all, meaning I was seated all day. So it made the carnivore diet very regular people going to the supermarket, walking to the mailbox. They got activity all day, and the weight dropped faster than partially disabled people like me that don't get activity. Well, I now have a walker that one of those rolling ones you can sit on, okay, that allows me to walk normal again, which is kind of cool. So so hopefully I'm going to purposely put in activity into my life. And but carnivore's going great. The the, the body's great. By the way, the last blood work, it was the best blood pressure I've ever had. I mean, she was blown away. I'm not on diabetic medicine anymore. So inside is working great. Outside, not so much. And that kind of pisses me off. But just to be honest, carnivore is I'm hearing more and more good things about it. I'm hearing you don't need any vitamins or supplements if you go this route. So it's going good. I just need to kick it up a notch. But I will let you know we're doing. There was a video that came out. I'm not gonna go on a carnivore soapbox, but it talked about people who were on carnivore, but the weight wasn't coming down. Why wasn't it coming down? I watched that video. I made some changes. I'm now, remember, I used to say I'd eat one meal a day? Well, now I'm eating three small meals a day. Recommendation from the doctor, because what happens is your body goes in starvation mode. It's all that stuff. Okay. So I promise you, things look better lately since I've broken up eating three times a day so that my body never thinks. Once again, it's tricking the body, giving it good stuff, tricking the body because it wants to think on its own. Nope. But anyway, long story. But if anything changes, I'll let you know. But I know the blood work, I posted the blood work. That was really good. A1Cs are good. Everything's good. The only thing that's not good is the dropping of weight. So stupid. It's kind of frustrating because, like, the next step is not eating at all. Then I die. So I really don't have a next step after this. So what I need to do is, excuse me, what I need to do is kick it up a notch. That's all. Let's see here. I tried the new brisket Whopper Burger King. Okay, are you serious, Michael? Can you? I want to go look at the barbecue brisket burger, the new Whopper, which I like when the Whopper gets creative. And that was always my favorite fast food burger was the Whopper. But they now have a brisket Whopper. So I want to go take a look at it. I want to open it up. Want to see how much brisket they're giving you. We're gonna buy the junior when we do go. We're gonna buy the junior and we're gonna buy the regular. Put them side by side with the price. See if it's worth the price difference. I don't know. So we're gonna go analyze it too. And then let's see. I get so excited I can't contain myself. Oh, Tom, don't ever apologize, buddy. We're all listen. If I apologize for every time I screwed up, I would never get anything else in. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's see. Yep, starvation mode slows the metabolism. Yeah, Ivan, you're totally right. I didn't know that until I watched this video from a doctor that is a big supporter of carnivore, but realizes what happens. There's certain things that happen. Your hunger goes away. I never eat because I'm hungry anymore. I almost eat. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's not right. Okay, so like around dinner time, I get a little hungry, and I start to grumble a little bit, feel hunger. But breakfast and lunch, I eat like a hard boiled egg for breakfast. I eat because I know I have to, not because my stomach is telling me to, which is kind of weird. Okay. Uh, I believe all of you in the chat room are foodies. I believe Michael Caine is. I believe Lebanon is. I believe Ivan is. Everybody who's in the chat room is a foodie. And there's, you know, some of us, I don't know who, some of us struggle. They struggle. I don't struggle anymore, but I know what it feels like. I used to like food too much. Really. I mean, you got to be pathetic. That's me. You got to be pathetic to get excited at the thought of going out to dinner for somebody's birthday or something. I mean, it was weird. This was many years ago. So, what do people eat 3 meals carnivore? Oh, so like in the morning, I may have a hard-boiled egg. I may, okay, and that's it. I may have 2 eggs. I don't know. Uh, it's give or take. But for lunch, I'll have a couple strips of bacon, a couple cubes of cheese. That's it. Maybe 5, 6 pieces of cheese, maybe 2 or 3 pieces of bacon, and that's good. Um, for dinner, I'll have like half a rack of ribs that are seasoned. Um, I'll have half rotisserie chicken. I'll have baked chicken. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So I'll have steak. I'll have bacon and eggs. Um, I'll have an omelet with cheese and bacon. Um, so there's a lot you can have for dinner. A lot. I'll have lamb. I'll have chicken. I'll have seafood. Love seafood. Seafood is so good for you. So that's kind of what a day looks like. But just to give you an idea, some other people may do it differently. They may do it backwards. Their biggest meal may be at breakfast. They may have 5 eggs, 5 pieces of bacon, and some cubed up cheese. Some people, I don't, but some people eat butter straight. Ugh, I can't do that. I like butter on my steak. I can't eat it raw. I can't. People can pull out a whole steak and bite it raw. I'm like, ugh, yeah, not for me. Uh, I'm the grapefruit king. Do you know that's the one fruit that will make me throw up? I can't stand grapefruit. And the reason I know that, my mom bought grapefruit and none of us, oh, grapefruit juice. She bought grapefruit juice. None of us liked it. All 3 of us boys were like, oh, that's awful. So she played a trick. I got sick off it. So I drank it and I yawned in Technicolor. Okay. So she thought my mom thought she was so witty. I I love my mom, But man, she thought we were stupid or something. She instead, because we were on food stamps, so throwing out food or drink was costly. So she poured the grapefruit juice into the orange juice and mixed them. Like it had half a container. She filled it up with the grapefruit juice and mixed the orange juice with it. So we're like, yeah, mom, we'll have orange juice for breakfast with our breakfast. And I drank it and I got sick all over again. I'm like, Mom, why does this taste like grapefruit juice? She said, Oh, yeah, I poured the rest of it in that container. I combined them. Really? We said, Mom, can we have enchiladas for dinner? She took frozen burritos, microwaved them, and poured enchilada sauce over it. Uh, how stupid did she think we were? It was awful. It wasn't enchiladas. Okay, by the way, I don't know if it's you. Somebody was talking about Lebanon and Michael Caine are discussing onion rings. Um, does anybody think Burger King onion rings? No, I can only go by memory. They may have changed, but they were mush. They didn't even taste like an onion. They taste like some processed crap. I don't know what it was. Like it was manufactured. They had a weird texture. They're onion. Like you go to Red Robin, you eat an onion ring, and you pull the onion out of the batter. Okay, not a Burger King. It's all connect. It's all mush. It's like they printed it. Does anybody else feel like that? Yes, yes, Lebanon. Yeah, Burger King onions are mush. It, in onion paste. That's exactly right. Oh my gosh, that's what it tastes like, guys. Like they injected onion paste into the batter. So gross. So hold on a minute. Pamplemousse Road. I'm 512 pounds, and that's currently right now. Okay, so Pamplemousse. That's a tough number. But listen, if you can drop 5 pounds at a time, if you can do whatever it takes, stop drinking soda. I don't know what your life looks like. There's something that's keeping you up there. Okay, stop. Stop eating desserts. Stop drinking soda. Um, stop eating whatever. I don't know. I don't know how you eat. I don't know what you eat, but whatever it is, it's got you up there at 512. That's very dangerous. We want you to stick around a long time. I don't plan on ending the show for a while, like till I die. And I ain't dying today. So, Pamplemousse, if you want to talk privately, we can chat, okay? But nobody should be there because it's a playground. You're literally in a hidden minefield. Okay, uh, weird stuff happens at that number. So we need to slowly, and I mean slowly. I mean it's taken your whole. I always told my brother, well, he agreed with it, but I always said to my brother, look, it took me my whole life to get this big. I can't lose it overnight. So realize, Pamplemousse, if that's true, and you are at the number, every pound counts. Every pound is a celebration. Serious. Some people can drop 15 pounds overnight. I mean, it's crazy. So, anyway, let me know if you want to talk. I'm not going to dwell on it too much, but let me know. And yes, I think we all agree now Burger King onion rings suck. Let's see. Prayers and thoughts for your vomiting. Oh, Lebanon, it's not anymore. That was when I was little. That's like I literally was like 7 or 8. My mom used to slide crap. Like she'd put peas on our plate and mashed potatoes and steak, and we would hide the peas under the mashed potatoes and go, "Yeah, mom, we're done." Oh, those peas were filling. We did whatever it took to not eat the crap that she fed us. And I love my mom. She always made sure there was meat on the table, even with food stamps. May not have been, you know, may not have been steak, but I didn't. My mom was so good at raising 3 boys on her own. Food stamps, welfare, Medi-Cal, all of it. But she fought to get out of the system. She got a job. She stopped with all that. I'm so proud of her. But the most thing I'm proud about my mom, I never thought we were poor. I got lunches at school for free. I didn't know why. I never knew we were poor till I grew up. And then I thought, okay, yeah, we didn't have that crap. We weren't allowed, like, literally, maybe for other people, but not for me. I've never ordered dessert in a restaurant growing up as a little boy, as a teenager, as a parent. We never were allowed to order dessert. We just weren't. We never were allowed to order, like, it was milk or water. That was it. We weren't allowed to order soda, and we weren't allowed to order dessert. And it was more of a money thing than it was, you know, a milk was a splurge. But if you got to drink something and you don't want water, she'll she'll pitch in for milk. So anyway, whoops, sorry. Do you think that you ate a lot? Um, Interesting. Do you think you ate a lot, like a childhood trauma? I didn't stress eat. Like when I would get really, really upset or depressed as a teenager, as a kid, when I was struggling with whatever was going on, um, I wouldn't turn to food, but like some people turn to food when they stress. I was turning to food just because I was breathing. I mean, I never there wasn't a certain condition that got me excited about food. Okay. I was always excited about food. It was the stupidest thing. It was psychological. It was crazy, guys. Some of you may know what I'm talking about. Some of you think, wow, Jack, you were really jacked up there. Yeah, but it's the truth. Let's see, by the time dessert comes around, I want to get out of the restaurant. So I never stick around. Listen, dessert is the biggest rip off. That and soda. Literally, soda. Okay, you pay like $2.50 for soda. It's crazy. Maybe even more than that, depending on where you go. Do you know that only costs 30 cents? That syrup and water costs like 30 cents coming out of a box. I used to change the taps. I knew. I used to be a barback. Soda was so cheap. And yet, that is considered a markup. That is considered a selling item. That is considered, trust me, that's where they make their money. Desserts are kind of the same. But soda, I don't care, restaurant or a fast food, that's their money maker. They make so much money off soda. So, see, I forgot the name of your friend that would do, oh, Rick Chavez did Taco Wars with you. Do you know what Rick Chavez is doing right now? Do you know? Okay. Rick Chavez has a company that does, now he's still in California, so it's legal, medical marijuana K cups, like like infused marijuana in your K cup. He literally has that. He sells out all the time. He literally is making a killing. I don't know what kind of money he makes, but I know it's very successful. He's very happy doing it. Medically infused K cups. So I I don't know if I'd ever. I mean, I wouldn't couldn't drink that and then go to work. You'd be like, that would be you at work, just zoning out. But that I don't know if he's still. I haven't talked to him in like over a year, but I believe he's still in the business. He used to do salsa, and then he found out the sweet spot. It was marijuana. I was thinking the other guy, but yes. Oh yeah, Paul. Paul's doing good. I so want to get him on the show. He's so busy. He's got his family and the kids. Uh, the girls, the daughter is playing softball, but like traveling, she's like really good at softball, really good. Like colleges are ready to pick her up. Um, you know, so they're doing the family thing right now. They do that, but we talk every so often, every 2 3 days. We touch base. Has Jack Jr. tried the K cups? No, no. Jack Jr. doesn't dabble with marijuana or medically and you know medicated stuff. Um, Probably because he's seen what it did to his brother, and his brother's changed because of it. So that's a whole nother thing. But Jack Jr., he's got his plate full. He's very okay. So strokes are hereditary. Not going to say my eating didn't bring it on, but we have had strokes in our family. My mom died from strokes. So, Tammy's grandmother died from stroke. So, Junior's very aware of that. That's why he works out all the time. Probably 2 3 times. His new job has a gym. He goes there all the time after work. He's very, very into fitness, playing flag football, training, spotting his friends. He's always taking care of himself. You know why? Because one of the things one of the things that upsets him is all the crap I've gone through. He doesn't like it, you know. He doesn't want it to happen to him. So he's chose, which I'm so proud of him. He's chose to fight to go the other direction. Okay? So uh anyway, I'll try and get Paul by the way back on. I know you guys like Paul. He's been busy and what I want to talk to Paul about on Epps and Frank is corruption. Because as much as we talk about government corruption, he deal because of private eye. So he works with lawyers. He deals with corruption at a state level. So we'll get some of those stories from him. We'll find out what's happening in Tennessee, what he's been dealing with, you know, without giving names or anything. But we'll find out what he's working on. Um, yeah, I'm excited to get him. He's such a great guy. But don't tell him I said that because it'll go to his head. Um, Junior looks very fit. He is his new job. He's a security guard for like downtown. Like the company he works for does security for like half of downtown. So he has a particular building and company that he protects, and he loves it. He absolutely loves it. He's good at it. He's good at seeing things that might not be correct or right or maybe concerning. All that you want a security guard to notice, not just sit on their phone all day, you know? So he's very happy, has fun. Plus, there's a gym in the building that he's allowed to use. The company has a company gym. So, not the company he works for, but the company he protects. Okay. They have um, their own gym and they allow the security guards of the building to partake in the gym. Free weights, machines, everything. So, yeah, he's doing good. Plus, it's it's taking care of him better, benefits and salary better than when he was doing landscaping. He he's literally moving up. I'm so proud of him. Uh, he's gonna be a way better dad than I was. I, I know it because he's already saying things that he will do for his son that I didn't learn till like the fifth year of being a parent. That he's not even a parent yet, and his mindset is right where it needs to be. Some of his, yeah, well, I'm not gonna let my son do that, or oh, my son's gonna pull his own weight. Trust me, growing up, he's gonna have his own, whatever. He's already thinking about parenting. I'm pretty impressed. No kid, and he's already. How do you do that? Blows me away. I forgot the name of your. Oh yeah, uh, yeah. Literally has a gym. It's a big building. Like there's 20 stories downtown. Let's see. Make sure I can tell he has a future. A future in law enforcement. Does he carry a firearm for work? He could, but he chooses not to. He could go take the test, get the permit, get the carry permit. Uh, his company would allow him to, but he don't want to go through all the trouble. He no, he's not a guy to carry. Not yet. So Jack Jr. has never gone shooting, target practice, hunting. He's never realized the importance of having that, whether it's for you or your fellow Americans that are around you to protect them. What he never thinks that way. So he just figures no reason to look into it. Let's see. I have a friend who is a security guard, but he got fired because he got distracted by. Got it. Yeah. No, Jack's really okay. So Junior, God bless him. Jack Jr. is very outspoken. Like he don't care if it's gonna screw him on the job. If he's supposed to keep his mouth shut, he got that from me. Can't keep his mouth shut. So he will say things like, "Hey, I noticed I saw so and so doing this." Somebody that works for the company, he will just like bring it up. Like, yeah, I don't think that's the safest thing to do because of this reason. And he's usually right, but he doesn't worry about, oh, you should lay low, keep your mouth shut. No, if somebody is doing something that will harm him or will hurt the client or whatever, Jack will speak right up. He don't care. That's that's a good and bad quality. Sometimes you got to keep your mouth closed until the time is better. He'll learn that as he grows up. But he's he's as gutsy as I am, if not more. So he's gonna be a good dad though. He already loves his baby. He I've never seen Jack Jr. this happy. You guys don't see him on a daily basis, but I have never seen him in this happy. Never at this level. and the kid's not even here yet. I told him, I said, I used to watch you sleep and be blown away. I would sit there thinking, I made that. I mean, I didn't do it alone, but I made that. That's part of me as Junior was in the crib, eyes closed. I was so blown away. Being a parent was awesome. I'd do it all over again, even with the bad, the good, the bad. I'd do it all exactly the same. So let's see here. I can see. You don't want to get yourself into a Trayvon Martin situation. Okay, Tom. I don't know who that is, and I know I should. Gosh, I hate when I don't know all things. Thank God we got AI, right? I'll look that up. Um, I've got to get going with fun chat. Oh, oh, we're an hour and a half, guys. Yeah, I got to wrap it up too. I got to let you guys go. I got to let you go enjoy the day. Plus, I got to let you go and get prepared for F as in Frank, where I'm really going to lose my junk. Not going to be happy. Not going to be reminiscing. Going to be talking crap. That's right. I think we're set up, me and Jimmy, for 5 p.m. today. I think so. You'll get, if you don't get a notice, go to YouTube right now, which you're most of you are already there. Oh no, all of you are. I forgot we're on YouTube, but we do F as in Frank on Rumble. So hit the alert button on YouTube, and it will notify you when we go live. Okay. So in the meantime, be looking for more food prepping. Get ready for deep dish pizza wars with the Chicago dogs and Italian beefs. Yep, you guys have a happy Saturday. And Michael Kane, Lebanon, Wim, all you in the chat room. Love you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate my mods. You guys are mods because I trust you. And even even if I get a little weird about your comments, I trust you and I love you guys. And I will see you for family food and fun next Saturday. All right. Take care. Bye bye.